everybody to our first mixology class. This one is booze and booze. Since it's Halloween, we're doing the booze and booze. But we're going to be doing other mixology classes throughout the year, throughout the months, especially during holiday seasons. So for this class, I have certain things that you would need. First, you would need a bar set, which consists of a shaker. And on the page where we had it, you had everything linked. All you had to do was follow the link and get yourself the kit. So it has a shaker. It has a measurer, which is also known as a jigger. Okay. It has a muddler. This is what you muddle your fruit with. This is a strainer. When you make the cocktail, you might want to strain it. Put this over there. You might not want to take the ingredients, like if you muddle the fruit or anything, you put the strainer over there so you just get the liquid out. Alrighty. And this is a little thing that you would lift up your garnishes with. These are the spouts that you will put into your liquor bottles. So it would make it easier to pour. And this is a wine opener. So you don't have to have all of this stuff. The main thing that you will need though is your shaker and your jigger. Okay, and you're gonna need glasses or cups. I prefer using glassware. So we have our martini glasses, which we're gonna use with our vodka to make a vodka martini or a mocktail martini. Then we have some glasses that we're gonna use. We can use these glasses for our rum, to make our rum drinks, or we could use it for our margaritas. But I have these little glasses. I think they're kind of cute. We're going to put out margaritas because we're not going to do frozen margaritas. We're going to do a margarita on the rock, a mocktail margarita. And also I have some little tasting glasses. They're shot glasses. I think they're real cute. So we're going to be tasting different liquors. For example, this is rum. I have some vodka. I don't have Top Chef tonight, but this is vodka. And we have tequila. This is the Reposado tequila. It is the darker color. And we also have the light colored tequila, which they call Blanco. Blanco means the same as white or clear. So those are some of the terms that we're going to be with. And then also with our rum, we have a flavored rum, coconut rum, because it's good with the rum. A lot of people like to make daiquiris and put the coconut flavored rum in. And we have another flavoring called Centro. You can use this or triple sec, whichever one you prefer or whichever one you have. I happen to have both of them. This is the triple sec. And over here, we're going to step over a little. We have some more mixers that is popular for our mixed drinks. We have like the peach snaps. A lot of people have heard of peach snaps. We have the blue caraco. We have grenadine. Some apple pucker. That is real good. We have lime juice. And for the tequila, we got some agave. That's going to make it real good. We have simple syrup. We have cherries. We got some pineapple juice. So you can just go on and on with the things you have. But this is what we have tonight. Some strawberry puree. And I also have some other liquors, but I doubt that we're going to use them tonight. But just in case, I sit them out. Some amaretto sours, amaretto for amaretto sours for you all that like amaretto sours. And we got some whiskey, some Tennessee honey. But I don't think we're going to use all of them. Our main liquors that we're going to focus on tonight will be the rum, the vodka, and the tequila. So I'm going to let the participants taste the different liquors. And I want them to give me feedback on how each liquor tastes. Good. All right, class. We're going to do now the tasting of the liquor. The first liquor that we're going to taste is vodka. Vodka originated in Russia or Poland. The word vodka is meant in Slavic, I'm not Russian, so I might not be pronouncing this correctly. It means water, like little water, because it's clear. So you can see most that vodka is clear, and it has different tastes. So I'm going to pass it to one of the participants and let them taste it and see what taste that they think that they, taste on their palate. Here you go. And I'm going to taste it myself too. When you're tasting liquors, if you don't want to swallow it, you can just taste it, switch it around in your mouth, and if you drink if you taste it too many liquors, you might get drunk before you finish making your mixes. So I'm just going to get a little bit. Ooh, I'm pouring. So I'm going to taste along with the class because I don't want the class to do anything that I'm not doing. Well, now the class, I have given them, I think, what did I do? I gave them some cards that they could write down on what it tasted like to them. So, since I'm the one speaking, for me, it tasted a little hot. And when I swallowed it, it was a little hot going down. And I could kind of taste a little distinct, maybe like, I don't know what flavors, maybe a little salty or something like that in the vodka. But everybody has their own palate. So before we go to tasting the next liquor, what you do when you're tasting liquors, you want to eat something like a cracker. That will clean your palate. And then you can drink some water. So your tongue, palate will be able to distinct the next type of vodka or rum or tequila, what we're tasting. And also, they have different, categories of vodka. They have the low grade, the medium, and the expensive grade. So, what they call the house vodka, the middle vodka, or the top shelf vodka. And tonight, we kind of doing the house vodka. We don't have the, we don't have the Grey Goose and the other. We just got plain old house vodka. All right, when we're pairing vodka, there are different mixes and stuff that you want to know what to use with when you got vodka. You can use club soda or Sprite, or you can use different kind of juices, like for example, orange juice. I got some pineapple juice, lime or lemon juice to pair your vodka with. And a lot of people like vodka and cranberry, this like that. And also you can use tonic water. Tonic water is also a good pairing thing. And a lot of times the fruit that you want to pair with it would be a lemon, to put on your glass. You could take some sugar, or take the lemon first and wet around your rim, and then dip it in the sugar or salt, whichever one is your preference. And you can use cherries, limes, oranges. So it's several different fruits that you can pair with your vodka to make it better, to bring the taste out. And some people like when you're making vodka martinis, uh, like they became popular during the James Bond era, where he always wanted a martini. So a lot of people use what they call vermouth. That's a dry type of liquor that goes with it. I tried it. I don't like it personally. Then some people like vodka with the olives in it. So that's a good pairing. You could do olives, and then they call that also a dirty martini, where you pour the olive juice over in there. And then it's recipes that you can use the vodka with the cucumber. So it's so many different ways. You don't always have to have it sweet. You can have it bitter. And some people just like vodka on the rocks. So it's just to your taste, your palate. Also, some more things that you can do with the vodka. You can also use basil, mint, rosemary, and I already told you about the cucumber. And like people, like I said, they do cranberry and vodka. You can also do orange juice and vodka. That's an old one we call screwdriver. Most people know about that. And then also you can use ginger beer. I don't know if you're familiar with the ginger beer. I have some in the refrigerator. I'll get it out and show you later. But a lot of times that's how they make what they call the Moscow Mule. Of course, vodka originated in Russia and Poland. Why? You know why they call it the Moscow Mule, I guess. And also the tomato juice. People like the Bloody Mary. They use that tomato juice and celery in that. So we don't always have to have the sweet stuff. But if you want to go with the sweet stuff, you can go with the oranges and the pineapples and things like that. Okay, and this is the type of glass that you use for vodka. It's not the only glass, but a lot of times when you're doing the martinis and stuff, they use the glass with the wide top and kind of a V-shaped bowl. So these are typically the glasses that you use when you're using vodka and making martinis. So that's just a little hint, but hey, if you just want to put it in a regular cup, you can, just as long as you got the ingredients that you like. But this is one of the glasses. It's a type of martini glass. Okay. Our next liquor that we're going to be tasting with our participants is rum. Rum's origin came from the Caribbean, particularly Barbados, and it is made from sugar cane or some kind of sugar product that's fermented. So this is our rum, and we're going to be tasting it. I don't want to get these participants inebriated because they got to go home. And being a bartender, you got to make sure you watch for that. Yes. Okay. I'm just letting one or two of the participants taste at a time. So, but everybody's going to get to taste each liquor. I'm doing this for production. Okay. This is my taste test. Is my palate clean? Hold up. Okay. I got an unsalted cracker. It's like oyster cracker or whatever cracker. The cracker like we be doing communion with. So this is, I guess you could say we communing with vodka and rum and tequila tonight. So I'm going to cleanse my palate so I can taste all the flavors of this rum. Okay, we're tasting the rum, okay? I can taste a mildly sweet, sugary flavor from the rum. So that's what the rum tastes like. So I guess I cleaned my palate good. You can also clean your palate with some water, after you try to taste it. But the rum going down, it is not as hot as the vodka was. So, and it's a little sweeter. and I can taste the little sugary in it. Not too much. What is that? It's okay. These are typically the glasses that you would use for rum drink. But it is so many different glasses. But I like this because it's a little bigger. You can cup it with your hands. And the fruit, normally, by this being a Caribbean liquor, a lot of times the mixes or cocktails that you make with it is out of fruits like pineapples, oranges, coconut, lemon and lime. So any of that, strawberries, because you know if you go to the Caribbean, you always gonna see those pretty fruit colors. So Bahama Mama is one of the I guess what you call the top drinks that people order. They got rum in it, but some people like rum and coke, rum on the rocks. You know, some people just drink it, but you can mix rum with just about any fruit drink. You can just have rum and Sprite. You know, any of those mixers that you like with your palate, because everybody don't like the same thing. Our next liquor that we're gonna taste tonight is tequila. Everybody loves a shot of tequila. Tequila originated in Mexico, and Jose Cuervo was one of the top, I guess, producers of it. And I'm not trying to promote him over nobody else, but hey, that's what we buy. And tequila is made from, it's like made from the agave plant, and they have the light tequila and the dark tequila. The darker kind is more, it's aged longer. That it gets its flavor from the barrels that it's in. They usually call this the Blanco. You remember I said it's because it's the white color of it, and the dark kind is called the Raspado. I'm probably not even saying that right, but the dark kind is dark because it's not been in the sun as long. That's my input. So, all right, we're gonna have another participant try this little tequila, and we're gonna see what it is, and we're gonna clean our palate before we test it. Or just saying, we did clean our palate before we taste it. Oh, and you remember I was gonna show you what ginger beer was. This is what we do with the vodka. Ginger beer, in case you didn't know what that was. All right, let me hand it to another participant. Thank you. All right, here we go. Tequila, tequila. This tequila is kind of like salty, sweet kind of tasting. It's smooth, you know. I like a smooth tequila. I don't like harsh. The brown kind, to me, you can taste the wood more. And I'm not a woodsy drinker, but this is kind of smooth. And I prefer the lighter tequilas. But I will drink the dark ones. I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. Okay, some things that we can mix, or the fruits that we can use with our tequila is limes, lemons, oranges, passion fruit, grapefruit, things like that. People use pineapples, mangoes, so it's just a whole list of fruits. Pomegranates, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, so watermelon, just the list goes on and on. But the main ones that people usually use is lime and the old sweet and sour right here. So, and tonight we're gonna be making some versions of a martini. I guess we're gonna do a slight version of the Bahama Mama. Maybe not all the ingredients, just a slight version, and a margarita. And I have some mocktails for the ones that are not drinking or don't drink. So just because you're at a party, you still can have a glass and it still can be pretty, and you can drink a mocktail. Okay? Wait. Okay, we're getting ready to make the vodka martini. I've already pre-poured all the ingredients in it. So first I'm gonna scoop me a little ice in my shaker, and I'm gonna add the vodka. This is 2 ounces. And, ooh, it's sliding on here. And I got some triple sec in here. And some lime juice. Because a vodka martini, a lot of times it doesn't have a couple of ingredients, but I added a little more to mine. So, you get your shaker. Some shakers have different type of tops to go with them. Like this type that has the strainer in it. But I'm using a shaker like they're going to do at the bar. So you just shake your stuff up. You want to feel your container getting cold on your hands. So you want to make it shake. But a lot of times with a martini, it can either be shaken or stirred. You're shaking this. So when you get through, usually they have the glasses chilled, but I skip this step. And I got my strainer. I'm going to put it over here. And, oops, that's my martini. And I think I'm going to get a lime to go in it. Just a minute, my lime's over here. Get me a lime and a stir. And if you want to, you can pour a little Sprite in it. I have a little Sprite. You didn't want to put the Sprite in the shaker because you may have like a volcanic action. So I just put me a little Sprite in here. And I'm going to taste it. Tastes pretty good. It's not too sweet, not too tart. It's pretty good. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to do a mocktail version of a martini. We're going to omit the vodka for non-drinkers. Still, we're going to put a little ice in it. We're going to start off with our vodka substitute, which is apple juice. Then we're going to add a little pineapple juice to it. We're going to add a little lime juice and some agave. Just to get some of that tartness of that juices out. And we're going to do the same technique. We're going to shake it. We're not going to stir it. But if you were to stir it, here's the stirrer, right, that you would stir it with. Some people like theirs stirred, not shaken. I like mine shaken. You see it? That's how you get the glass from there. You tap the side. We're going to pour that in a martini glass. This one ain't good. It was deformed. Ah! This one's not deformed. Oh, that looks delicious. And I'm going to garnish it with a little lime and a lemon wedge. And if you had some cucumber slices, you could do that, or olive. So I'm going to let one of my participants taste this because it has some ingredients in it that I can't tolerate. So I'm going to let my participant taste it, and she'll give me the thumbs up if it's good or whatever. She gave me a thumbs up. So, hey, we did a cocktail version of vodka and a mocktail. So you don't have to worry about being left out of the next event or putting an event on, okay? And for the mocktails, you can have them at baby showers, birthday events, and even church socials, honey. We just don't leave anything out. We don't want to leave anybody out. Not when you're a mixologist. Hey, we're doing our second cocktail. This one is a tequila margarita, okay? This is the glass that I'm gonna make the margarita because it's a margarita on the rocks, okay? And I don't have to shake it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stir it. So, I'm gonna put a little ice in my glass. I'm gonna add my tequila, my pineapple juice, my lime juice, and I'm gonna stir it with a stirrer here. And I'm gonna add just a teeny bit of Sprite. Maybe more than a teeny bit. And I'm gonna garnish it with a lime wedge. I have salt that you can rim it, but I like this pretty decoration, so I'm not gonna rim it with no salt. I'm just gonna put that on there, and we're gonna taste it. That's a good margarita. Okay, I'm gonna sit this to the side, and we're gonna prepare to do the mocktail margarita. Okay, back again for the mocktail version of our margarita. Some of the steps are the same, like getting some ice in your glass. This bucket is almost empty. So we're gonna use a little orange juice, a little lime juice, and some agave. That'll give it a little sweetness. And you know, tequila is made out of agave. So that's really a good mocktail. It's got the ingredients of the tequila. I'm gonna stir it around. And I'm gonna add just a teeny bit of Sprite. Or you could do club soda or tonic water. Anything like that. And I'm gonna garnish it again with the lime. Oops, I dropped it in there. And I'm not gonna stick my finger in there because I'm giving it to one of the participants. And they're gonna tell me how this mocktail is. Is it hands to the thumbs up or thumb down? They didn't want to quit drinking it, so I guess it's thumbs up. Okay, that's our two. All right, we're getting ready for our rum cocktail. This is gonna be a Bahama Mama. It's a classic one that everybody likes. Remind you of being in the Bahamas. So, I'm gonna get my shaker again. Get some ice here. Gonna add my rum. Orange juice. Pineapple juice. And grenadine. Shake it up. Ooh, it's turning pretty looking, right? And you can feel it on your hand when it get cold. Knock it loose. And I'm going to pour it in these. Ooh. And I think I'm going to garnish this with the lime. Now I'm going to do a lemon. It's a little more colorful. A little more colorful because I didn't put it in there that you see. Here goes the taste test. Oh, that's what I remember from a Bahama Mama. It's on point, y'all. It is. Okay, this is the alternative to the Bahama Mama, a mocktail, okay? We're gonna add a little sweet and sour, lime juice, pineapple juice, ginger beer, which is non-alcoholic, and some grenadine. And we're gonna get a shaker. Look at it, see that? It's coming together. Have to loosen it up. Get a stir. And our participant mocktail drinker is gonna let me know whether it's a thumbs up or thumbs down. Another thumbs up. So we have did 3 different cocktails and 3 different mocktails. I'm gonna show you the different ones in each glass in just a little bit. Oh, okay. Amanda, what you think? Were we a success or not? We need
I
your...
think 2 in my house.
Well, you got to get it set up.